Hey, what's going on guys, it's Matt here and welcome back to, well, today is the day. I finally got all of the parts bar one, but this one I've already kind of got for my new computer. I'm going to be taking this one apart. Well, I'm going to take the parts out that I need. And I'm going to be putting it in the new one. So, I guess without further ado, we'll just crack on with it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to just take this off of here. Disconnect that. I haven't dusted it in a while, so it is a little bit dusty. Screwdriver. Yeah, I'm going to take out the graphics card first. I am probably going to end up bleeding. In fact, actually. There we go. Well, I did that one up tight, didn't I? Don't worry, I'll probably discover that I'm missing a crucial component or something somewhere along the line. In fact, let me just put all these back in here. Stop! Not getting used anymore. That should all be able to be removed now. Yeah. Hard drive 1. We'll give all of this a clean as well. It's going in a case where I'm going to be able to see it, so it's like, so it needs to be clean. Right, so that's graphics card. Hard drives. I need, what else do I need? I need power supply, because I'm gonna see if I can get that. If it's working, then great. Well, I know it's working, but it's not working right. It makes a weird noise when I boot up. But I want to put it into the new one, just to make sure that it is actually, everything will run, and then we will get it. We'll get a new one afterwards, like in the new year maybe. The only trouble is the fact that all the cables aren't very well, well, as you can see, they're a little bit all over the place in this current edition. I also think I kind of want to arrange it so the power supply is on the bottom of my PC, but I gotta see what.
I didn't quite get that.
Shut up. There is that. This isn't even a branded one, is it? WinPower. There we go. I think that's mains into the motherboard. That one. Maybe. Yep, that one. Oh. I'm just kind of disconnecting everything, because I mean I put those in there and this red one here, that one, those I put in there, and I've got this extra, a couple extra blue ones, although I don't, because that one goes into that disk drive. Hopefully I've taken the discs out of there. If not, I might have to plug these I might have to plug it in and just check. Cool. Also, I'd like to point out that the person that built this computer before, that's the heatsink. That is the cooler for my processor. And now, granted, it's a 6-core processor, but even still, I don't think that that's enough. Like, that is nowhere near enough. Okay, I think that is everything I need out of this computer. Power supply, graphics card, SD card, cables. It's one dusty boy. Right, come on then, beast. Let's be having you. This here. Go check out my H500i NZXT unboxing video, because this is it. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It'll be in the card, in whichever side of the screen it is, and in the link in the description. I've cleaned my power supply in hopes that it will stop making a weird sound. There was quite a lot of dust in there, so I'm thinking it was probably that, but I can't tell until I've got it all set up. Obviously the RAM, all of the stuff in boxes is brand new. This is my old SSD. This is my, well, that's my SSD. That's my hard drive is there. My HDD is there, and then my 1050 is looking pretty good. I just cleaned that, so should all be good. Now we've kind of just got to get all of that into there and figure out how that works. So I am gonna unbox all of this so we can see it all. I'm gonna start with the motherboard. The motherboard's H470 Pro. It's got RGB lights built into it. It's got some stuff under the thing, under here. It's got a disc, comes with cables, that's also handy. I don't know what this is. Oof. I enjoy the look of that. That looks really nice. Now we'll move on to the RAM. A little bit of story about this RAM. When I ordered it off Amazon, obviously, well, not obviously because you guys don't know this, but I've got Amazon Prime. It came next day, but the bag was open, so we've got a bit of a discount off of this because of that. Here we are. This is my RAM. That's 16 gigs, 8 gigabytes each. That's going to go up in there. What else do I need to unbox? Oh yeah, this is my Wi-Fi card. Has an external antenna base, which is pretty cool. This is. Go there like so. I believe that plugs into there. And then last but not least is the processor. This is the only, this actually arrived today, so I'm just gonna slippity slice that bad boy open. So we've got installation instructions, we'll give those a read in a second. So that there costs £128. Terrible, isn't it? If you're wondering which processor this is, by the way, it's the Ryzen 7 2700. It's not the X version because I was told that there's no point in getting the X version. And this is the cooler that comes with it. This is the one I'm going to install because I didn't want to spend any more money. So this is it. See, that looks a lot more like a heatsink than the others. The other one did. So it's just a little bit bigger, I guess. A little bit bigger, a little bit better. That's smart, isn't it? Blimey. Okay, so that's going to go on top of that, which is going to go there. That's going to go on there. We're going to screw it in, and it's all going to be good. Yeah, we're just gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going. Alrighty then. So, I've removed the glass panel from the case, but it's got these really nice dust filters on there. So for the intake and outtakes, I don't know what's in here. Instructions. Oh, would you look at that? Instructions, screws, zip ties, cables. Ah, bro. I thought it was just... I didn't think that even existed. Yeah! I know what that is! I can use that! That's amazing. We're gonna do that right now. Excuse me, let me put my knife away. Where did I put my... There it is, my screwdriver. So now I've actually got to spare one of those. I mean, we could put it down here eventually. Oh no, we can't. This is just where the dust filter goes. Where should I put this? Should I put it there? Should I put it there? We could go there, right? How am I meant to get that up? That quick release? Oh my god, it's quick release. This is genius! Bloody hell! Absolute madness this is. I'm going to use these. So screws that I took out here, just because I can. I also need to label this hard drive actually. I need to put a label on it. I want to put a because this is where my operating system is, my OS. In the hole, in the hole, in the hole, in the. Fuck you. Boom. First piece installed. Very nice. Whilst we're here, we will get our big boy installed. We'll take all of this out of the plastic as well because, you know, safety and all. That's gonna go up there, is it? It is! Absolute perfection, Harry. I'll do the one at the back as well. Sorted. Now, this slot down here, I'm sure is for the power supply because I'm not seeing any other way. Like that. Surely it has to go there. I think this is where I'm going to need to... Oh no, again. Got these. Wait, have I got these? Yeah. Just use these. Boom. And voila! Just for a minute, I'm going to focus on the motherboard real quick. This means that the processor is now able to be installed. We have a Ryzen sticker up in this mother trucker. That way, I believe, that will go in there, like so. And then I'm going to push that down there, like so. Bob's your uncle. Processor is installed. I'm also going to install the RAM. Cool, RAM is also installed. So the PCI and the Wi-Fi card and the graphics card I'm going to install when I've put the motherboard actually in there. Because otherwise things are going to get messy. Because they need to be put into the actual those. This is going to be a really long video. Unless I cut out 90% of it, which I'm probably going to have to do anyway. Otherwise it's going to be boring AF. I assume that this is meant to go AMD facing upwards, apparently. Yeah. No. That way works. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to ignore it. That doesn't go in there. Oh. Never mind. I found it. Tell you what, I'll finish peeling it off here for you. If I can. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just gonna make sure that there's none anywhere else. I think there's some just here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Anywhere else? Any more for any more? We all okay? Some there. How on earth am I meant to... There we go. There we go. I believe this is meant to go here. And now this. Come on, scooch on up. Oh, we're so close. What's going on? Sorry if it's big. Hey, there we go. Oops, sorry. I feel like I've been in the way for most of this. So motherboard, processor, RAM, processor cooler, SSD, HDD, power supply, all in there. Now we need to decide what we're doing with our graphics card. Palms are sweaty. Knees weak, palms are sweaty. All of my palms are sweaty. There we go. Hopefully I've done the right one. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Open that bad boy up. There we go. Let's do this boy here. I mean, it could go directly underneath, but I don't know if that's a good idea. So I'm gonna put it there. Out. That can go in. Now we can put this back in. Okay. So now we just kind of need to connect everything. So the SSD actually, well, the mount, the old mount that I have, actually came with the same color ones, but with flat edges. So on the ones that I just tried plugging in, they've got like an L. I know it's not in focus, but they've got like an L-shaped head. But these, we need it to be flat. So, well, we don't need it to be, but it's easier. So I'm using these instead. And they also are a little bit more heavy duty. Heavy duty. Heavy duty. So there's those two. Those two are connected. Connect to the PSU. So that's connected to the power supply. Okie doke. We found one. What's this? Must connect to motherboard. Alright, well it pretty much tells us where we need to connect them to then. So I'm assuming that this... Do they all have like separate things? Must connect to motherboard. That one doesn't have one. I've no idea where they go. Power cable for the whole motherboard. So that one wants to go up there somewhere, I believe. It's actually all the way over there. So that's not the right one. Oh yes, it is. God, I panic a lot, don't I? World of pure imagination. I'm hoping I can get this to plug in from up here. Because if I can't, I'm a little bit stuffed. This may not be the safest of things, but there is where the power supply needs to go in to make all of this work, right? So I had to take this fan off briefly. I'm going to put it back on in a second. Just so I could bend the cable. Oh shit. I forgot they were up there. Just so I could bend the cable in a way that would mean it could go... I mean, I shouldn't have wires here, but I can't really have it anywhere else because this is such a short cable. So that's fun. But hopefully in a few weeks' time I'll be able to get a new power supply anyway, which will have longer cables, blah blah blah. And yeah, but until then, we're gonna have to make do with what we got. And I'm gonna have to pause the recording again because I just dropped a screw somewhere and I have no idea where it went. So, BRB. Well, I think. So I'm just putting this Wi-Fi. Just putting the Wi-Fi thing back, screwing that back in. I think I'm done. To be quite honest with you, I'm also going to be changing where my computer's going. I'm thinking about putting it up just in front of this Spider-Man picture, to be fair. And then maybe moving the Spider-Man picture. But I don't know yet what's going to happen with that. We'll figure that out in time. Processor and cooler up in this mother's rocker. Then we've got RAM, 16 gigabytes worth of RAM here. We have obviously this lovely new Asus motherboard. We've got 2 case fans. I'm thinking about we're going to put another one in the front. I'm going to take one from my other case and pop one in the front here so we've got a better airflow system. And then eventually we're going to replace the fans with a liquid cooler potentially. We'll figure that out at some point. And we've got the 1050 Ti up in here. I don't know what. It is a protective thing on there actually. Oh my god, there is! We can make it so shiny! It's so shiny now. Can't believe it. Yeah, so we've got the 1050 Ti here. Then we've got a, what's this called? A Asus. It's basically wireless. World's fastest 5G Wi-Fi apparently, according to Asus. The 802.11ac is what is on the box. Obviously the NZXT case, and that is pretty much it. And my old power supply is in there. Then we've got the HDD this side, and the oh yeah, I put the metal bit in the back there. And then we've got the HDD this side, and the SSD this side, and the HDD down here. So apparently we also don't have to plug these fans in. I was really confused with that, but according to Reddit, it doesn't need to happen. So there's that, and yeah, I'm pretty certain that is that, and I don't actually need to do anything else other than put the sides back on, plug it in, and hope for the best. We do have one last thing to do, and that is to peel off this. So, without further ado, I'm also going to film it in slow motion for you guys. So, yeah. We're going to find out if these scratches are actually on the glass or not. They are not. Oh yeah. That was wonderful. Switch that on. I have to flick this switch. It lit up. Oh my god. Let me turn this light off. Oh my god. And if I push this button, I think it works, but not quite how I want it to, because the power supply is still making that sound. But at least I know it's the power supply. This probably took me longer than it needed to, but you know what, 5 hours isn't that bad. It works. I'm proud that I've built my own computer and I didn't fuck up that anything. Well, really, nothing went wrong. I didn't smash the glass like I thought I might, you know, that kind of thing. I'm a little bit clumsy when it comes to glasses, but there we are. It all runs, it's all good, it's all Gucci, and yeah. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Hope you liked it. Like if you like, leave a comment in the description about stuff and things, whatever you want. I don't really mind. Check out my streams, twitch.tv/TheMattFowler. That's the whole point of this bad boy. And I will see you in the next one. So yeah, adios.